An unexpectedly long and historic space odyssey came to an end early Wednesday morning as the Soyuz MS-23 spacecraft landed in a remote area of Kazakhstan.
Touchdown confirmed at 6:17 a.m. Central Time. Rubio's record ride comes to an end.
Two cosmonauts and NASA astronaut Frank Rubio wrapped up a record 371 days in space. But this entry into the history books wasn't always in the plan.
And liftoff. A sunset start to the mission of Rubio, Propkopyev, and Petelin to the International Space Station.
Rubio launched aboard the Soyuz MS-22 spacecraft, along with cosmonauts Sergey Propkopyev and Dmitri Petelin back on September 21, 2022. Like most recent crew rotation missions, this was designed to be a 6-month stay aboard the International Space Station. It was something that Rubio eagerly looked forward to after going through years of training as a member of the 2017 astronaut class.
Honestly, when I was picked, I was completely surprised. I got a little emotional because I completely did not expect it. But yeah, what a blessing, and I'm glad to be here. And I can't imagine that 5 years later, I'm getting ready to launch. So it's pretty exciting stuff.
Plans changed dramatically, though, on December 14, 2022, when a coolant leak was documented aboard the spacecraft that brought them to the station. After about a month of investigating, Roscosmos and NASA decided that the MS-22 spacecraft was unsafe to bring the crew home, and they decided to swap out the defunct vehicle for MS-23. Rubio said at a pre-departure press conference that had he been presented with the choice of making a year-long expedition, his answer would have been no.
I probably would have declined. It would have hurt, but I would have declined, and that's only because of family things that were going on this past year. And had I known that I would have had to miss those very important events, I just would have had to say thank you, but no thank you.
Nevertheless, he and his Russian crewmates made the most of their time on orbit. Rubio completed 3 spacewalks over the course of 21 hours and 24 minutes. He lived and worked with 28 other people over the past year, and Rubio also participated in dozens of science experiments.
Some of my favorite science, obviously, as a doctor, is the biological sciences. We've done some plant experiments, grew the first tomatoes in space. We've done some genetic studies on plants, which I'm really looking forward to seeing how that turns out.
Before his departure, Rubio also shared a moment with the former record holder for a single spaceflight, Mark Vande Hei, who spent 355 days in space.
I definitely felt like it was the people that I got to spend that much time with very intensively, both working and playing as much as you can when the opportunities present themselves. It was really a treat that I got to share that time with wonderful people. So I'm glad that's the way you feel about that too.
The day before Rubio and his crewmates departed, everyone on station held a change of command ceremony, signaling the start of Expedition 70 and the end of an unexpected journey for 3 men eager to go home.
It's one thing to launch to space knowing that you're going to be up here for a year. It's a completely different thing for you and your families to find out towards the end of your 6-month mission that you're going to be spending an additional 6 months in space.
The 3-member crew finally undocked at 2:54 a.m. Central Time on Wednesday as the station flew over southeastern Mongolia. Just over 3 hours later, they were back on the ground for the first time in 371 days. Rubio put it best by simply saying,
Thank you. It's good to be home.
Reporting for Spaceflight Now, I'm Will Robinson Smith.